I feel like a part of who I am was robbed when I was younger. Not because of the people around me, but because of the way I thought. And it's only just now where I'm learning how to socialize with people, not always have to blend in with the crowd, to suppress parts of yourself because you are afraid of what could possibly happen. I've truly imagined a lot of people dying over and over and over, and I guess that caused a little bit of fear of abandonment type of thing. You know, I guess a part of it. But when I'm alone, it's a bit different. When I'm actually alone and don't have to worry about people, I don't have to worry about people being in danger. I don't have to worry about the worst shit possibly happening to somebody or even me next day, when I don't have to have a fear of tomorrow. And I know a lot of people say on the internet, like, if you can't be alone with yourself or some shit like that, then it means some bullshit. I don't fucking know. That's just simply not my insecurity. Because in all honesty, being alone felt the most safest with me, I'll be honest with you. But I do remember holding on to things for way too long, out of fear, actually. Because being alone can feel lonely. Feeling alone in a group of people, that's lonely. I've held on to things for way too long, out of fear. Fear of going back to what it was before. Even though what it was before wasn't really too bad, I'll be honest with you. It's like an imaginary sense of safety goes away when somebody leaves my vicinity. In a way it feels, I guess, codependent, if that makes sense, being codependent on people. But at the same time, I think that was who I was when I was a child, maybe. But here's the thing. I don't want to be scared anymore. I'm currently 21 years old, currently work at a place that I'm not going to speak about on camera, but I'm currently a temporary assistant to an accountant as of right now, and I'm also in school to be a data analyst, and I'm also trying to save up money to get a car and move out. I'm also trying this internet shit at the same time, and that's a lot. And oh yeah, I also signed up for MMA. I'm currently applying myself or committing myself to a lot of things all at once. And while that may feel like a pattern, at least for me, when it comes to applying myself to a lot of things at once, I have a lot of aspirations to be something great. I understand that my path isn't going to be the same as others because I don't have the same upbringing as other people. Not to say that I'm not privileged or anything like that, because I currently am living with like my parents and shit, but I don't want to be here forever, if that makes sense. Is it weird to say, despite me not wanting to be afraid anymore, I still don't want to be around people like that? I don't mind having my little thing, my little clique, whatever that would ever be, one day. I don't think I need people around me to be safe anymore. I think I just need me, being able to connect with me. And I've only recently made this discovery a year ago, when things were not the greatest. All I ever needed was me, trust in me, being able to show a bit more love to me than sacrificing all of my emotions and headspace for other people. In other words, being able to center myself instead of centering others. It may sound a little bit selfish, because what about your mom? What about your family? What about your... I know. But in all honesty, I want to be a selfish person. If caring about myself and loving myself like I'm supposed to makes me a selfish person, I'll take it. I'll take that charge, I'll be honest with you. I like to be able to rely on people someday, but it's not like I'm looking for that type of thing now. When I'm lonely, I don't want to cling onto people for help, if that makes sense. I feel like moving in that way doesn't necessarily solve what's at the root of everything. I'm still scared, and whenever I let go of this person, it amplifies. So why not have a sense of self to cling on to before I even try to rely on people emotionally for that, you know? And while that may or may not be the healthiest thing, I honestly don't know anything about the human psyche or anything like that. I know that it's probably good to have a sense of self before you look to others for inspiration, for advice. You know, make sure you have some sort of foundation that's like to stand on. It's not a thing to say that you can't, you know, rely on people when you need it, because, you know, people need help with things, you know. I'm not the most put together person possible, but I know that I have the power to be fully reliant on myself as of right now. But there's certain parts of me that's fearful of the unknown, fearful of the world. And I don't think I deserve to live like that anymore. I don't want to blame other people for how I am now. Even though people may play a part in it, that's simply not the full story. How I think, my actions, how I express myself, that contributes into who I am now. And if I don't take responsibility for that, am I supposed to, what does that do? What does blaming somebody else do for you? How does that put you in control of your actions? Be honest with you, a lot of my relationships with people reflect that. Staying in the wrong place for a long time, longer than need be. It's especially excruciating when you see the pattern. I don't want to be scared anymore. I want to do big things. I like to own my own graphic design studio one day. I like to have a community of people who like to create shit. I like to, I don't know, have fun, go travel the world. I want to be able to enjoy crazy opportunities to just do shit, to experience the shit that life has. I can't be this version of myself forever, you know? It eventually gets to a point where your mind becomes clear. And it's not often my mind becomes clear. There's often some tension in my head at all times. I'm always concentrating, I'm always alert, I'm always hypervigilant, being so awake. Alarms are always on. There's never really a time to truly rest, and I wake up every single day mentally exhausted because of that exhaustion from being afraid. There's only been a couple of times I think I can count it on my hand when I felt clear, and one of those times was the other day. It was a day where I cried a bit, realized I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to drown in my own emotions anymore. That day, I felt things. I was numb at the end of it. I closed my eyes. I was on my side, head right on the pillow. Not necessarily falling asleep, but being able to sit still in the moment of existing, feeling whatever there is to feel. Still knowing that I want to move forward and grow. I don't want to be scared anymore. And I'm sure that you don't either. I'm Mr. Cinna, connecting emotional intelligence to creativity. And I hope to see you in the next one. Good. Good.